would ask that everyone please rise as Student Council President Sonia Rostad leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everyone can be seated. Thank you, Sonia. I'd like to give a special welcome to the awards recipients, the parents of the awards recipients, honored guests, Board of Education trustees, and district staff members who have graciously attended tonight's program. Tonight's program is a very special event, culminating 4 years of academic study at Wayne Hills. Our students have worked extremely hard over the past 4 years, and tonight we are afforded an opportunity to recognize them for these efforts. Tonight's program will be divided into 6 parts: the community scholarships, national merit recognitions, academic recognition awards, special awards, departmental awards, and activity awards. To begin our program tonight, I would like to welcome Mr. Ed Zambrano, the chairperson of the Scholarship and Honors Board, who will present our community scholarships. Mr. Zambrano.
Good evening. On behalf of the Wayne Scholarship and Honors Board, I wish to extend our congratulations to all graduates and their families. The scholarships that we are about to present recognize you for your academic achievements, extracurricular involvements, and community service. We applaud your commitment and encourage you to continue sharing your talents with your community. Behind each scholarship, there is a story. Some memorialize former faculty members and students who have touched our lives forever. Others are sponsored by local businesses or corporations, community groups, and PTOs who appreciate your support over the years and wish to return the gesture. The collaborative efforts of many people made tonight possible. I thank the Scholarship Board and sponsors for your continued participation. Our first presenter this evening representing the Danny Afflito Memorial Scholarship is Mr. Joseph Afflito.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joe Afflito, Jr. I'm here representing the Danny Afflito Memorial Scholarship Fund. It was a fund that was designed post the tragic events of September 11th. My brother was killed in the Trade Center on that day. He was a graduate of Wayne Hills High School, 1987. He loved this school, he loved his community, and in order to keep his name alive in the community, we fundraise aggressively for the sole purpose of giving awards to graduates from his alma mater. This year's awards, there's 2. Several years ago, we went to 2 awards, a young lady and a young man. This year's young man is Jake Rosa. And another $2,500 scholarship goes to Amitra Singh. I would like to say, and I think it's of importance, in addition to all the fundraising we do, out of the generosity of the community, many people here have attended the fundraisers, many people here have donated money to the scholarship fund, but it was quite touching and it's memorable enough to make a note. Mr. Zambrano just handed me a check from funds that were raised from the middle school students. Because we've gone We've gotten a little bit far away from 2001, and those children obviously were either very small or don't remember the tragic events surrounding that day. In order to kind of orient them and keep it alive and to tell them, because they should know, no one should ever forget, in order for them to continue on and recognize that particular day, so hopefully it never happens again. Each student in the middle school was asked to voluntarily donate $1 on September 11th. Many, if not all, the students donated $1, and Mr. Zambrano handed me what is the equivalent of half of that money. Half of the money went to the Aquaviva Fund, which is another student from Wayne Valley who died that day on September 11th, and half the money was donated to the Danny Afflito Memorial Scholarship Fund. So I think that that's something that's noteworthy. It was very touching, and it was appropriate in terms of keeping this in everybody's heart and everybody's mind so that we don't forget, so that we don't let something like that ever happen again. Thank you. Have a good evening.
To present the Angela Mancinelli PTO Memorial Scholarship, I introduce Mr. Dennis Sasso, Mrs. Mancinelli's son.
Thank you. I'd just like to start out by saying it's been, well, A, a tough year, but B, unbelievable to just have the overwhelming support of this community. Now, my mother always spoke very, very highly of the kids here, the faculty, staff, administration. She truly enjoyed working here, and over the course of the past several months, I got a really, really good appreciation of why. Especially from the kids as well. A great number of these guys actually showed up at the wake, telling quick stories, saying hello, presented us with a number of things, a box of letters, which I read each and every one of them, a portrait made of my mom, and the one thing that kept coming up over and over again, high heels, all the time, and it certainly makes you chuckle. I would like to tell everybody that she is resting comfortably with red high heels about this big, just to make sure everybody's aware of that. But it truly is an honor and privilege to be here representing my mom, and on behalf of the PTO, the Angela Mancinelli PTO Memorial Scholarship goes to, and I apologize if I get your name wrong, Gabrielle Talley.
Representing BA Systems, Mr. Ed DeYoung.
Thank you, Mrs. Zambrano. First, I'd like to congratulate the class of Wayne Hills 2010 and wish you the very best as you go forward. BA Systems is a local corporate sponsor and awards 2 students who will be attending four-year colleges or university majoring in engineering, math, or science with scholarships. And this evening we'll be presenting those 2 scholarships. First, to a student who will be attending Carnegie Mellon University majoring in physics, Joanne Kim. Okay, and the second student who will be attending Georgia Tech majoring in computer engineering, Rohit Kandidi. Congratulations, everyone.
The Barry Goldstein Memorial Scholarship is in recognition of Barry Goldstein, a former student of Wayne Hills who left us way too soon. This year's recipient of this scholarship is Isan Izmir. To present the Bethany Korean Community Scholarship is Church Elder Mr. John Lim.
Good evening. On behalf of the Korean congregation of Bethany Church, it is my honor to present this award to a promising young student, Alexandra Kass.
The BP Lubricants America Scholarship, a corporate donor, sponsors 2 scholarships to students who have demonstrated a superior scholastic performance and citizenship qualities. The recipients are Melissa Zhang, who will attend Caltech majoring in mathematics, and Kevin Wang, who will attend the University of Pennsylvania majoring in finance and biomedical engineering. The Breyer Animal Studies Scholarship is awarded to a student pursuing higher education in an equine or animal-related field. The student must also demonstrate leadership, good sportsmanship, and a commitment to community service. Our recipient, who will attend Rutgers University majoring in animal science in the fall, is Edward Yale. Here to represent Coldwell Banker Associates of Wayne is Miss Patty Tahan, manager.
Good evening, everyone. I believe this is like our 19th year. This is not a corporate donation or gift. It's from the Associates of Coldwell Banker. We give one to Wayne Hills and one to Wayne Valley. We're very, very proud of our community, and all of you know how important our school systems are for these wonderful people to have a great education and really to solidify our home values. Our recipient this year is Naib Mahmoud.
Here to present the Stephen R. Fava Memorial Scholarship is Stephen's father, Ron Fava.
Good evening. My son Stephen was a 2006 graduate of Wayne Hills High School. And in his memory, and on behalf of his mother, Gloria, and his sister, Valerie, I'm very pleased to present these 2 scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each to Serena Arnook, and to Laith Agel.
Our next presenter will present the David Fite Memorial Scholarship. This is Mrs. David Fite.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the David Fite Memorial Foundation, we're just happy to be with you tonight. My late husband was a 1976 graduate of Wayne Valley High School. He went on to Muhlenberg College and then on to the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine. After graduation, David came back to Wayne to practice dentistry with his dad. This July will mark the 8th anniversary of David's passing, and 8 years ago, in the hope of keeping his spirit and his memory alive, we created a foundation whose mission statement is to raise funds that will benefit youth activities. David supported so many various town activities, whether it was with a financial donation or time spent coaching on the field. Children held a special place in his heart. The criteria for the David Fite Memorial Scholarship are credentials similar to those that David had in high school. The candidate should possess a strong GPA, participate in a sports team, and plan to pursue a career in the science field. I might also add that the candidate should have an appreciation for different sayings. One of my husband's favorite one was to say to the kids, "How do you eat an elephant?" And the answer is, just one bite at a time. He used this a lot when explaining how to accomplish any task. You just need to take the initiative and start and take a bite. I've been so fortunate to watch so many of you grow up. You are a very special, talented, wonderful group of young men and women. Congratulations to all of you. The winner of tonight's 2010 David Fite Memorial Foundation for $2,500 is Paul Hahn.
The Junior Women's Club of Wayne Outstanding Young Woman Scholarship is awarded to a student who demonstrates outstanding leadership and community service. This year's recipient, who will attend Fordham University, majoring in accounting, is Grace Yu. Here to present the Leo Grand Spalt Leadership Award is Mr. Michael J. Epstein.
Good evening to the class of 2010. I guess I'm taller than Mr. Zambrano, and I was 20 years ago. Good evening to the parents and faculty as well. I graduated from Wayne Hills in 1989. I can remember sitting on this stage, and it really doesn't feel that long ago, but we recently celebrated our 20th reunion, and it was a wonderful time. And I recommend to all of you to enjoy the last few weeks. It really is a special time in your life. I have the pleasure of presenting a very special scholarship this evening on behalf of myself and the rest of the class of '89. It's the Leo Grand Spalt Leadership Award, which the class of '89 created to honor our class advisors, Mrs. Leogrand and Mr. Spalt. They were wonderful teachers who taught many generations of students. Mrs. Leogrand in English, Mr. Spalt in art. Although they were great teachers, Mrs. Leogrand and Mr. Spalt had as big or bigger impact in being class advisors. They taught us about being selfless, charitable, and being a part of something bigger than yourself. They showed the officers how to lead others and how to be a gracious leader. I can say that I was class president for 4 years, and I learned all those things from them. Mrs. Leogrand and Mr. Spalt gave us daily lessons that helped many members of our class in college and in life. And that is why we wanted to honor them in creating this scholarship, and why this scholarship is so near and dear to me and other members of the class. This award is for leadership and service to the community, because that is what Mrs. Leogrand and Mr. Spalt did and showed us. They were selfless and devoted their time and effort to us, and we wanted to create a legacy on their behalf. So I'm very excited to present this award tonight to a student that spent 4 years embodying the elements of the Leo Grand Spalt Leadership Award. Leadership at Wayne Hills High School government, leadership in other activities, civic and charitable service, and school spirit. She has been vice president of the class of 2010 for 4 years, and as well as a student council for 4 years. She's captain of the girls lacrosse team, as well as being involved with many other activities. At this time, it's my distinct honor to present Isabel Kyle, I hope I pronounced it right, for the 2010 Rio Grande Sport Police Award.
To present the Marilyn Mezzi Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Ernest Mezzi.
Years have gone by, almost 7 since Marilyn passed away in June of 2003, just days short of our daughter Lauren's graduation from Wayne Hills. Students have come and gone, passing through 4 years of high school in the blink of an eye. Teachers and administrators who knew Marilyn have moved on to other schools, or like Al Raffini and John Bradley, have retired but still find the time and find their way back to retirement dinners and award ceremonies here at Wayne Hills. And still we continue to offer this small scholarship in honor of Marilyn's memory. In the many years she taught Spanish here at Wayne Hills, she was a teacher dedicated to her profession, to the Spanish language and its culture, and most certainly to her students. A great mom, a wonderful wife. Her legacy is this: her many students over almost 30 years of teaching, our children Michael and Lauren, both graduates of Wayne Hills, Mike most recently sworn in as a Patterson police officer, and Lauren now teaching in Patterson following in her mom's footsteps. Marilyn lived with the specter of cancer most of her married life, our married life. She showed friends and family alike that in spite of that illness, one can live a full and meaningful life, and with a great sense of humor, as many teachers here at Wayne Hills can attest. Despite obstacles and setbacks in life, she found a way to forge ahead, even when the going got rough. That is what she did, and that is how she lived her life. And a little bit of a personal note on my part. Some of you may be familiar with the scoreboard out by the girls softball team in memory of Sal Zito and Elaine Watson. Sal Zito, the JV soccer boys coach here for a number of years, became ill about a year after Marilyn passed away. And within about 6 months, he passed away himself under similar circumstances. That was in late 2004. Early in 2005, head boys soccer coach Nelson Graham sent me a card telling me that Sal's wife, Anita, was having a difficult time and suggested that I contact her. I couldn't do it, although I knew I eventually would do it, because I was still dealing with my own grief. But I knew that eventually that would come about, and I would contact Anita. Eventually, time passed, and Anita and I would meet in the back here in the parking lot at Wayne Hills High School, walk down to the football field and walk around the track and talk for hours, and then end up at Wayne Hills Diner. Well, the Wayne Hills Diner gave way to Berta's, Da Vinci's, The Manor, not to mention Mamma Mia, South Pacific, and Yankee Stadium. And then on Valentine's this past, 2 months ago, Anita and I became engaged. Our message is clear to our young people. Set and pursue your goals. Life indeed can have its sadness and setbacks, triumphs and tragedies, obstacles and opportunities. But in the final analysis, remember the words of Bishop Fulton J. Sheen, a book he wrote 50 years ago. Life is worth living, in spite of the many obstacles we face. Go out and look for your rainbow, you just may find it. Our award winner for the Marilyn Mezzi Scholarship in the year 2010 goes to a student who was going to George Washington University. She's going to major in international affairs. Her GPA is over 4.0. She completed Spanish 1 through 5. Is a member of the Spanish National Honor Society for the past 3 years. The award this year goes to Asta Chaturvedi.
The Michael Lafredo Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who will attend a 2- or 4-year school in New Jersey and after school pursues a part-time job. Our recipient will attend William Patterson University, majoring in biology. I present the scholarship to Michelle Asmar. Our next scholarship is the McKay Cardiovascular Scholarship. This year's recipient is Samik Patel. Representing the Pines Lake Women's Club is Mrs. Joan Riley.
Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to come here tonight. But just a little word about the Pines Lake Women's Club. We're a small club that started in Pines Lake, and it's part of the Federated Clubs of New Jersey. However, it's open to all the women in Wayne, and that's a little secret that nobody knows about. So I welcome all of you to come and see what it's about. We meet every second Wednesday during the school year in the Pines Lake School in the evening. So come and visit us, see if you like it, and join us. Every year, we give out 2 scholarships. And tonight, it is my pleasure to congratulate and give our scholarships to 2 very deserving young students who are going on to college. The first one, it goes to Blair Christie. The other one goes to Daniel Chioka.
The St. Gobain Performance Plastic Scholarship recognizes a student who will continue his education in a 4-year school, demonstrating dedication to his studies and enjoyment of challenge. This year's recipient will attend Princeton University, majoring in aerospace engineering. Congratulations to Noy Mendel. Here, representing the Wayne Council PTOs is Mrs. Robin Kingston and Mrs. Janine Del Vecchio.
Good evening.
We're very proud to present tonight's Wayne Council PTO Scholarship Awards. The funds for all of our scholarships are raised through our children's cultural workshops and our Browse and Shop thrift store, and which are supported by our entire community. In addition, all 14 of our PTOs throughout the district contribute to our scholarship fund as well. This year, our organization raised $30,800, which we divided between our 2 high schools. Our first award, in which we have 4 recipients, is our Browse and Shop Academic Award. And our first award goes to Maxwell Gold. Our second recipient is Elaine Markovich. Our next recipient is Daniel Gersovich. And our final recipient in the Browse and Shop Academic Award is Urvashi Banerjee. Our next award is our PTO commemorative. And our first recipient is Uriel Echo. And our next recipient is Jason Haas.
Our recipient of the Leadership Scholarship, we have 2. The first one is Amy Henson. Our second one is Sonia Rothstack. We have 2 recipients for the PTO Community Service Scholarship. The first is Jennifer Chowdhury. Our second is Ivy Culpin. Our Educational Achievement Award goes to Aaron Kronk. Our Educational Achievement Award, our Educational Achievement Scholarship goes to Robert Gross. Our Cultural Workshop Performing Arts Scholarship is awarded to Marissa Weisberger. We have 2 recipients for the Cultural Workshop Visual Arts. Number 1 is Nicola Shoney. And our second recipient is Allison Gaio. The Cultural Workshop Science and Technology Scholarship goes to Joshua Weinstein. The Cultural Workshop Education Scholarship goes to Randy Geiger. And our last scholarship for the Cultural Workshop Education goes to John Batozzi.
Here to present the Wayne Hills PTO scholarships are Mrs. Eileen Albanese, Wayne Hills PTO President, and Mrs. Janet Schulman, Wayne Hills PTO Vice President.
On behalf of the entire membership of the Wayne Hills PTO, we would like to congratulate all our graduating seniors on your many accomplishments here at Wayne Hills over the past 4 years. Our wish for you is simple. We hope that all your dreams and hopes for the future become a reality, and you find happiness and fulfillment in all that lies ahead. This year, the Wayne Hills PTO is proud to present 10 scholarships in the amount of $500 each. Each is a most deserving student and, more importantly, an exceptional young man or woman. Our first recipient will be attending the University of Maryland, majoring in business, Danielle Ronaldo. Our next recipient will be attending Northeastern University, majoring in history and political science, Deanna Kluger. Our next recipient will be attending Penn State University, majoring in finance, Robert Hinkle. Our next recipient will be attending Bucknell University, majoring in animal behavior, Kimberly Fisher. Next student will be attending the University of Michigan, majoring in liberal arts, Andrew Dorbian. Our next scholarship recipient will be attending the University of Pittsburgh, majoring in bioengineering, Stephen Sklar. Our next student will be attending Brandeis University, majoring in biology, Justin Lesser. Our next recipient will be attending Marymount Manhattan College, majoring in dance, Jesse Berg. Our next recipient will be attending James Madison University, majoring in business management, Kyle Fulbright. Our final recipient will be attending Lehigh University, majoring in accounting, Timothy Divers. And we're going to accept the Sunday gift.
Representing the Wayne Lions Club to present the Edward A. Otto Memorial Scholarship is Mr. Al Ruffini.
Congratulations, class of 2010. Remember, though, in September, you'll be freshmen again. Greeting, fellow Earthlings. We of the Lions Club donate to every high school in Wayne a scholarship, one scholarship, and that's, say, County Tech, DePaul, Wayne Hills, and Wayne Valley. And you'll see us everywhere from Wayne Day. You'll see us at the golf tournaments. We raise all kinds of money to give away. That's exactly what we want to do, and what better to do than to give scholarships to these young individuals. Today's scholarship, the Lions Scholarship, goes to Alexandra Rosenberg.
present the Wayne PBA Memorial Scholarship, Detective Christian Wittig.
Thank you. Good evening and congratulations. I know you guys have been working hard 4 years, this past 4 years, and I probably don't know any years up there. So let me just say, on behalf of the Wayne PBA Local 136, it's definitely my honor to hand out 2 scholarships tonight. The recipients demonstrated academic excellence as well as a good work ethic, character, and a desire to help others in the community through community service. The first recipient is going to be attending Montclair State and studying biology, Sherry Van Houten. The second recipient is going to be attending the University of Scranton and studying criminal justice, Louis Uri.
Here to present the Wayne School Nurses Award is Mrs. Judy Daly, Wayne Hills School Nurse.
Good evening. My name is Judy Daly, and I'm one of the certified school nurses here at Wayne Hills High School. Tonight, I represent the Wayne School Nurses, a group made up of 20 school nurses and 1 school nurse supervisor. I have been given the honor of presenting the Wayne School Nurses Award. This award was created to honor Virginia Lind, who was a Wayne school nurse for more than 20 years and the first school nurse supervisor in the District of Wayne. It is given annually to a student who will be entering a nursing or health science program upon graduation from high school. This year's recipient is a young woman who plans to attend James Madison University in the fall. It is my pleasure to present the Wayne School Nurses Award to Erin Ryan.
Here to present the Wayne School Retiree Scholarship is Mrs. Doris Seal, Vice President of Wayne School Retirees.
Good evening. My name is Doris Seal, and it's nice to be back here at Wayne Hills. My granddaughter, Allie McLaughlin, graduated from here 3 years ago. It was pouring rain that night also. I'm representing the retired Wayne Board of Education employees. Our group consists of custodians, school secretaries, teachers, and principals. We are giving back to the Wayne District by awarding a scholarship to each high school. This year's Hill Scholarship goes to Stephen Albanese.
Our last community scholarship this evening is the WNBC Mountain Broadcasting Corporation Scholarship that recognizes a student who has demonstrated an above-average scholastic rating, will attend a 4-year school, and will major in communications or broadcasting. This year's recipient will attend New York University Tisch School of the Arts, majoring in film. Congratulations, Jacob Furtick.
Thank you, Mr. Zambrano. It's now my pleasure to present the National Merit Recognitions. Our first award to be presented in this section is the National Merit Finalists. These 9 students ranked in the top 15,000 students who took the PSATs out of the approximately 1.5 million students who took that exam. Our first recipient is Stephen Albanese. Laith Akel. Jacob Verdick. Maxwell Gold. Paul Hahn. Jaya Kim. Tanoy Mandel. Elaine Markovich. And Melissa Zhang. Our next award is the National Merit Commended Award. Each of these 13 young people achieved in the top 34,000 students on the PSATs out of the 1.5 million students who took the exam. Congratulations to Asta Chattervedi. Blair Christie. Juriel Echo. Jason Haas. Michael Harris. Amy Henson. Kevin Heyman. Nayab Mahmood. Eric Orenstein. Kevin Wang. Joshua Weinstein. Marissa Weisberger. Aileen Zaydel. Our next award is the 2009-2010 National Hispanic Scholar. Approximately 5,000 students are selected nationally from a pool of over 200,000 students who took the 2008 PSAT and identified themselves as Hispanic. This student must also maintain a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Allison Gallo. This year, 5 students received National Merit Scholarships. We would like to congratulate the following students for receiving these prestigious awards. The first is the National Merit Scholarship sponsored by State Farm Companies Foundation. We congratulate Paul Hahn. The next is the National Merit Scholarship sponsored by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. Congratulations to Stephen Albanese. The next is the National Merit Scholarship sponsored by the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Congratulations to Maxwell Gold. The next is the National Merit Scholarship sponsored by Brandeis University. Congratulations to Elaine Markovich. And the last is the National Merit Scholarship sponsored by New York University. Congratulations to Jacob Furtick. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Virginia Marr, Supervisor of Guidance, who will introduce our Blaustein Scholars. Ms. Marr?
Thank you. This evening, we honor 33 Edward J. Blaustein Scholars. Dr. Edward J. Blaustein, for whom this Distinguished Scholar Award is named, was the 17th president of Rutgers State University of New Jersey. He was deeply committed to the central role of undergraduate education within a research university. The university's responsibility to encourage participation in public service, and to the value of merit-based scholarships to recognize, support, and promote academic excellence. Blaustein Scholars rank in the top 10% of their class with verbal and math SAT scores of over 1260. However, due to budget constraints, funding for the 2010-11 academic year has been suspended for the 2010 Blaustein Scholars. I'd like to call each one of them up and offer a congratulatory certificate. First one, Stephen Albanese. Latha Kell. Serena Arnott. Jake Broser. Asta Chaturvedi. Michael DeDuke. Juriel Echo. Jacob Furtick. Kimberly Fisher. Daniel Gershevich. Maxwell Gold. Nicole Lynn Graham. Jason Haas. Paul Hahn. Amy Henson. Ehsan Izidmir. Alexandra Cass. Deanna Kluger. Ivy Colpon. Nayab Mahmood. Tenoy Mandel. Elaine Markovich. Eric Warrenstein. Samik Patel. Danielle Ronaldo. Alexandra Rosenberg. Stephen Sklar. Kevin Wang. Joshua Weinstein. Marissa Weisberger. Edward Yale. Aileen Zaydel. And Melissa Zhang. Thank you.
On behalf of the Wayne Council of PTOs, it's my privilege tonight to present our valedictorian and salutatorian awards. This year, we're very proud to present two valedictorian awards to Paul Hahn and Latha Kell. We're equally proud to present this year's salutatorian award to Melissa Zhang.
It is my pleasure to present the Principal's Leadership Award. This award is presented to a student who has shown exceptional leadership qualities. It is my pleasure to present this award to Amy Henson. Our next award is the Character Award. This award is presented to two students who have exemplified the 6 characteristics of character: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. Congratulations to Stephen Albanese and Elaine Markovich. Our next award is the Humanitarian Award. This individual has done an outstanding job in promoting human welfare and social reform. It is my pleasure to present the Humanitarian Award to Amrita Singh. Our next award is the Patriot Spirit and Pride Award. These two individuals have exemplified Wayne Hill's spirit and pride. It is my honor to present the two awards to Tanoy Mandal and Stephanie Zygmunt. To start our special awards section of the program, it is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Dan Leary, Assistant Vice President at Lakeland Bank, to present our next scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. It's on such a terrible weather night, it's amazing the turnout when you're giving away money. But you should all be very proud. You've worked hard for this, and at Lakeland Bank, we take our commitment to the community very seriously. And if it were up to me, we'd be giving a scholarship to every child, every student. However, we do give one to each school, each high school in Wayne. So without further ado, it's my profound honor to present this scholarship to Amanda Lee, who is attending Johnson & Wales. Attending Johnson & Wales in Rhode Island, which is a school that I visited 20 years ago before I decided to settle on finance. You're going to love it at Johnson & Wales. It's beautiful. And congratulations to everybody, and best of luck.
I'd like to now introduce Ms. Marie Zafria, who will introduce the Passaic County Retired Educators Association Philanthropic Fund Scholarship.
This is the first year for the Passaic County Retired Educators Association Philanthropic Fund to offer a scholarship. This $1,000 scholarship is for a graduating senior of a Passaic County public high school who plans to become a teacher. Naturally, the scholarship committee looked for a student with an excellent academic record, with participation in school and community activities, and with a proven interest in children and teaching. Well, we found her. This young woman, the recipient of our scholarship, has it all. Carla Kleinfinger. Congratulations, Carla, and all our best wishes for a wonderful teaching career. I won't let her go.
We've also got a job waiting for you when you graduate, so. I'd like now to reintroduce Ms. Virginia Marr, Supervisor of Guidance, who will present the United Way of Passaic County Vincent D. Pavese Scholarship and the Passaic County Business Administrators Memorial Scholarship.
I am pleased to announce that the United Way of Passaic County has presented the Vincent D. Pavese Scholarship to Carly Kleinfeld. This year, the Passaic County Business Administrators Memorial Scholarship is presented to Robert Fite.
It is my honor to now introduce Ms. Virginia Chiller, who will present the Social Eyes Club Award. Ms. Chiller?
Social Eyes Club's members are students with disabilities from both Wayne Hills and Wayne Valley High Schools. Purpose of the club is to improve social skills, participate in community activities, assist other clubs in fundraising, and all the while having fun. This year, the Make a Difference Awards go to Danny Geiger and Doris Corcus.
It is now my honor to introduce Mrs. Emily Klosek, who will present the Interact Rotary Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone, but specifically and particularly good evening to all of you students who I recognize some of you from Schuyler Colfax, and you have really grown up. I remember many of you actually from 4 years ago. I was in for guidance counselors for about 2 or 3 consecutive years, so I got to know some of you. But anyhow, tonight, however, I am here on behalf of the Wayne Rotary Club. I'm here to present the Wayne Rotary Interact Club Scholarship. This scholarship will go to a very deserving student who has dedicated so much of her time to others in so many ways. Her name is Asta Chaturvedi. Congratulations. And good luck to all of you, and have fun, but study hard.
We'd now like to start our departmental awards. And to start the departmental awards, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Brad Smith, who will be presenting the Physical Education and Fine Arts Awards. Mr. Smith.
Good evening. Thank you. First, it's my honor to present the Physical Education Awards for 2010. The Wayne Hills High School Physical Education Award recognizes outstanding achievement by a male and female student in physical education who have made a personal commitment to a healthy, active lifestyle and who can serve as role models for other students. This award recognizes students who are committed to improving their personal health and the health of the school and the community. In addition, both of these students have completed 4 years of health and physical education at Wayne Hills while earning straight A's each and every marking period. This year, I'm proud to announce the winner of the Female Physical Education Award is Ms. Stephanie Zigman. And the winner of the Male Physical Education Award is Mr. Matthew DeBlock. It is also my honor to present the Fine Arts Awards. There are two students receiving the Fine Arts Awards this evening. Both are very committed to art. They have taken art classes all 4 years here at Wayne Hills and plan to become art majors in college. They have participated in making murals, in the hospice care silent art auction, as well as many art shows. Both are extremely talented in drawing and painting. This year they serve as the Vice President and the President of the National Art Honor Society. First is the Vice President of the National Art Honor Society. She will be attending Syracuse University in the fall as an interior design major, Ms. Yenny Shim. And the next is the President of the National Art Honor Society. She will be a fine arts major at the College of New Jersey, Ms. Jessie Lynn Palumbo. At this time, I'd like to announce Ms. Judith Faley to present the Applied Technology Department Awards.
Good evening. The awards presented in applied technology reflect the students' interest in content areas outside of their academic courses. Successfully completing electives is quite an accomplishment given the competitive requirements of the educational system today. Students have been chosen for their dedication, enthusiasm, and success in the areas of business education, family and consumer science, and technology education. The Senior Award for Business Education 2010 is Christopher Polakowski. Future teachers fall under our department as well. It's taken quite a few years for us to get the program off the ground and running, and this year, it's the 4th year of the program, and this student successfully completed all of the courses in one of our first small community strands of coursework. That would include Child Development 1, Child Development 2, Child Development 3 Project Teach, and the electives of sociology and psychology, and additionally, she attended many evenings of future teacher seminars during her off hours once a month for the 3 years of sophomore, junior, and senior year. This year is quite an accomplishment because we had our Child Development 3 class get off the ground, and the students were actually placed in classrooms in the elementary and middle schools to mentor and shadow teachers in the district. And if I must say so myself, it was a quite successful year. So we're very happy and proud to congratulate our first award winner of FTA who actually went through and accomplished everything that needed to be accomplished, and I'm hoping that in the future we see many more seniors who have done all of those things. So congratulations, Kylie Slater. In family and consumer science, the last couple of years, with the help of Sodexo Food Services, we have had a culinary arts competition. The first year, we had a team from Wayne Hills that participated in the Valley competition. The second year, we had 3 teams compete, and we drew a small crowd of guests. This year, we had a larger crowd, more teams, more sophistication with the competition, and we were able to raise money for some scholarships. So we have scholarships in 3 areas this year. 6 students have received these scholarships in the areas of foods, clothing, and child development. So I would like to congratulate this year. One of the 2 winners of the Foods Award and Scholarship is Megan Kelly. Also, our foods winner is Amanda Lee. In clothing, Danielle Ferrigno. And Michelle Asmar. And in child development, Alexandra Barlow. And Brianna Franco. The Marion Pitt Award for Technology Education is awarded to a young man or young woman who has dedicated themselves to classes in what we used to call practical arts. I'm very impressed by the fact that this young man managed to complete successfully 8 tech ed classes in the 4 years here at Wayne Hills. That's unbelievable because given the amount of free time that's available within your coursework every day, I can't believe that you managed to do this. And this year there are 3 courses listed on his transcripts for the coursework. Mrs. Moore just told me that he is not here, but I would like to congratulate David Levine. And lastly, in the area of applied technology, we have our yearbook award, and I know Mr. Ryerson could not be here. He is going to do something special with the yearbook students, but for this evening, the yearbook award winner is Spencer Frankus. And now I would like to introduce Mr. James Hookstreet, our TV production teacher, and Mr. Mark Robinson from MSG Varsity.
Over the past year, the TV production classes have partnered with MSG Varsity. This partnership has been a huge success, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce to my right, former Wayne Hills alum Mark Robinson, who has been our representative all year. I can't thank him enough for all the phone calls and emails that I've driven him crazy with this year, but thanks to people like Mark and MSG Varsity, we were very proud recently to have been awarded 2 $5,000 grants that we won through their MSG Varsity V Awards. And those 2 $5,000 grants are due in large part to 4 of these people that I'm going to mention now. Also, for my first time in 9 years, thanks to MSG, we were able to give out scholarship money to our seniors who best represent this program. First person, the first honoree, really demonstrated what it meant to be a team player. She participated in countless video club events, and she assisted a teacher from Tunistai this year in producing a rather lengthy video that the teacher was able to use in her class. She also became only the 2nd female to announce games for us this year. For her efforts this year, she will receive a $100 scholarship, and she's heading off to Montclair State. She is Sherry Van Houten. Let's see. I credit our next honoree with one of the V Awards that we won this year. It was his idea to bring the desk down to the field and do a pre-game, halftime, post-game show. And from the animal shelter video to his appearance on the Scholastic Spotlight on Mike Quick's at Quick 60, he's had a tremendous senior year. His genuine enthusiasm for the program will be greatly missed. I'm told by next Wednesday, maybe, he will finally decide where he's going to college. We still don't know yet. He's otherwise known as the Cowboy. He will be receiving a $400 scholarship. He is Jordan Kessel. Next up is someone who has been announcing with the club since he was a freshman. He was the driving force in the award-winning Sparta game. His calls in that game will go down in Wayne Hill's TV lore. He also was someone who made the long and tedious drive out to Long Island to be part of Mike Quick's Scholastic Spotlight. His open for the St. Joe's game was as good an editing job as I've seen. He will be receiving a $500 scholarship and is heading off to Penn State. This is the second time I will be awarding a DeBow with this TV award. First time it was Matt, and now it's Brian's turn. Brian DeBow. And finally, the senior who did it all these past 4 years. I can't say enough good things about Kyle. His dedication and overall professional attitude will be sorely missed. Whether it was editing or setting up for the hundreds of events that he's been a part of these past 4 years, Kyle will be very difficult to replace. Winning third last year in the Passaic County Film Festival for his bicycle helmet safety video, as well as directing the award-winning Sparta game, were just a small sampling of Kyle's resume here at Hills. It gives me great pleasure to award Kyle $1,000 and for him to know that his efforts were very, very much appreciated. Kyle Katine. I'd now like to introduce Chris Ventimiglia, who will introduce the English Awards.
Good evening, friends and family of these guys, the class of 2010. I'm Miss Ventimiglia, AP English teacher here, class of 1998 alumna. It is with a mixture of profound sadness but overwhelming pride that I stand here today and give the awards out for the Wayne Hills English Department. As many of you know, we lost a dear teacher, colleague, and friend in Mrs. Angela Mancinelli this year. Mrs. Mancinelli dedicated the last 11 years of her life to chairing the English department. She led us with grace, class, and an integrity that we can only hope to achieve in our lifetimes. She believed in nothing but your best every single day. And it's her values of academic excellence, intellectual rigor, and literary passion that define what it means to be a part of Wayne Hills English. And so it is with great pride that I offer the following awards and honors to many of our outstanding English students. The first award is the Fred Sharkey Memorial Scholarship. To best honor Fred Sharkey, a former English teacher at Wayne Hills, a scholarship in his name is awarded to a student that has excelled in English. Mr. Sharkey dedicated his entire professional life to the literacy and to the decorum of Wayne Hills. The recipient of this award has demonstrated unusual competence, diligence, and interest in the field of English and humanities. This recipient excels in her AP and honors English classes, writes with conviction, creativity, and flair, loves reading and analyzing literature, delves into the study of 4 and at sometimes even tries for a 5th language, and is the go-to gal on the Quiz Bowl team with literature and grammar categories. As an honor and tribute to Mr. Fred Sharkey, we award this to the most deserving young lady, Elise Christie. Good luck as you continue to study language and literature at Indiana. Our next award is the Wayne Hills English Department Award. This award is given with the same credentials and definition as the Sharkey Award, and this student demonstrates a passion for the subject of English, which most of these science, finance, history, bio, something or other majors are sorely missing out on in the next 4 years of their life. This person has a strong writing voice and style, the ability to think deeply about literature, and has explored the various courses offered by our department. This year's recipient has taken every single course offered by the Wayne Hills English Department. Take that, tech ed. Including our 2 AP courses. She was honored this year with the highest national honors in the Wordmaster Challenge. She possesses a genuine curiosity and ability to create connections in both writing and discussion. And she has a general passion for all things Wayne Hills. Next year, she will be attending the University of Michigan, majoring in English. Amy Henson. Our next awards go for a program called the Wordmasters Challenge, which Mrs. Mancinelli brought here to Wayne Hills. It is a national competition which requires close reading and analysis of poetry and prose. 544 schools across the country compete in this challenge, which we have 4 meets a year. And although many of you partake of it kicking and screaming, you do quite well. This year, our 12th grade team placed 2nd in the nation in the final standings. And our 2 recipients, 1 male and 1 female, both have appeared on the final team of the top 10 scorers in 11 out of 12 meets in the 4 years here at Wayne Hills. It's an honor to present the Wordmaster Awards to Stephen Albanese and Marissa Weisberger. They knew they'd be getting these awards, so they coordinated their outfits. Our next award is for the Lantern Literary Magazine Award, which is a publication of creative writing, photography, and artwork by our students here at Wayne Hills. It's an award-winning publication, and our 2 recipients are Kevin Sunjin and Megan Hughes. And our final award, sponsored by the English department, is our English as a Second Language Award. And this year's winner is Aline De Sousa. She is not here. But I am, and it's been an honor to speak to you. Thank you. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the chairperson of the other department that counts here, Mrs. Dawn Auerbach, supervisor of the math department.
Good evening. First of all, I just want to say I had the privilege of teaching many of the students on this stage. And not only are they bright, but they are a fun group. So it was my pleasure to teach those of you that I had the honor. Thank you very much. The first award I'd like to present is the Mathematics Award. And every year, we have good kids who are interested in math. But this year, I'm going to present to both a male recipient and a female recipient, both of whom excelled beyond my wildest dreams. The first recipient asked so many questions that I had absolutely no idea what the answers were. And someday she will be telling me all of the answers to the questions and more. Congratulations, Melissa Zhang. And And the next student had to always ask me why, and I love to answer that question. Latha Cal. Next is the Computer Science Award. And this year's award is presented to an individual who took advantage of every computer science course that we have to offer here at Hills. This alone is a tremendous feat, but earning straight A's in all those courses is yet another. This individual will be attending Georgia Tech next year studying computer science. Congratulations, Rohith Kundeti. And the last award is really a tremendous honor. We have our math competitions that our students can participate in, and based on the scores from that competition, certain students qualify to participate in the American Math Competition. This student participated in this most challenging assessment and earned a certificate of distinction for his score on the test, as well as an honor roll of distinction. I'm pleased to present this award to Mr. Stephen Albanese. Next, I'd like to present Ms. Cara Colombo, who will be presenting the Choral Award.
Good evening. I am one of the few teachers here who's fortunate to have some of my choir students for more than their 4 years of high school. And this year's choral award is presented to a student who I've had in choir for 6 years, since she was in 7th grade. She was the only student from her 8th grade class to continue with choir into high school, which illustrates her true love for singing, and we are all really glad that she did. She has touched the lives of many fellow choir members during her 4 years in the Wayne Hills Choral Program. She has made many friends along the way and has left her classmates with fond memories of rehearsals, trips, and lots of performances. This student is the perfect example of someone who can balance time management. I always knew she was a skilled athlete, but when this student became the captain of her field hockey and softball teams, I knew her talent was on a whole different level. Despite her sports life, she never gave up on the musical part of her life because it meant so much to her. She always knew how to juggle her games, practices, and musical performances. I didn't even have to ask her about her conflicts. I just knew she would figure out a way to be there, proving to everyone that it is possible to be an athlete and a musician. She never let me or her classmates down, even if it meant coming to an event in her uniform and changing into her choir shirt. The other choir members clearly look up to this student and elected her chamber choir president this year. Another leadership role she can be proud of. She has always remained a positive influence on the other students. I never hear her complaining or making excuses, just encouraging others and taking ownership. She is diligent, conscientious, and she sure can sing. Aside from improving her ear training and sight singing skills over the years, she surprised us with her fabulous solos this year at Cabaret Night and at our spring concert. It is my pleasure to congratulate this year's Choral Award recipient for all her efforts, participation, and enthusiasm for music over the past 6 years. I'm proud to present the award to Stephanie Zygmunt. And I'd now like to introduce Mr. Matt Paterno.
Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2010. The first award I'd like to present this evening is the Wayne Hills Instrumental Music Award. And being an outstanding musician encompasses many characteristics, including technical ability, dedication, compassion, and a will to succeed. Tonight, we recognize a student who has brought honor to herself, our school, and the community of Wayne by earning positions in the North Jersey Area Band, New Jersey Region and All-State Bands, the New Jersey Youth Symphony, and many, many other prestigious organizations. She has been a student leader in our band and helped to build the skills of our younger members. The high standards she set for herself helped to inspire all of our musicians and raise the bar for our entire organization. She even recorded a professional CD of solo flute pieces. The Outstanding Instrumental Music Award for 2010 is proudly presented to Marissa Weisberger. Our next award is the Wayne Hills High School Band Booster Senior Scholarship. Each year, our Band Booster organization is proud to recognize one student for their tireless effort and dedication. This year's recipient is being recognized for the positive effect she had on so many of our other band members, her leadership, and her musical achievements. Her enthusiasm and upbeat manner made people want to work with her and for her. She led by example and dropped back to pick up anyone who had fallen behind. She was always willing to stand up for what she believed in and work for what she wanted. On behalf of our Band Booster organization, I am proud to present their 2010 Senior Scholarship to Elaine Markovic. Next award I give out on behalf of the United States Marine Corps, and each year they give us the opportunity to present the Semper Fidelis Award. There's a young man here tonight who exemplifies the Marine Corps motto, Semper Fidelis, which means always faithful. He also exemplifies their ideas of leadership, including dependability, bearing, courage, decisiveness, endurance, enthusiasm, initiative, justice, knowledge, tact, unselfishness, and loyalty. He has consistently carried himself with class and acted as a most outstanding example of everything our organization stands for. He has meant a great deal to our staff, our students, and our organization. And on behalf of the Marine Corps, I am proud to present this year's Semper Fidelis Award to Louis Urey. The next award that I'm proud to present is the J. Chuck Sastry Memorial Scholarship. I'm happy to give this award for the last couple of years. We're happy to have the opportunity, but we're sad to have to give the award. On July 15, 2007, our friend and colleague Chuck Sastry passed away, leaving a large void in the lives of everyone who knew him. He was many things to many people, but above all, he was caring and a compassionate person. We have established the J. Chuck Sastry Memorial Scholarship to both keep his memory alive and honor a student who is a great deal like him. A student who's caring, compassionate, selfless, and who gave a lot of their own ability and time to help other people. And we know Chuck would be proud, and Chuck's family is proud, and I'm very proud to present the J. Chuck Sastry Memorial Scholarship this year to Stephen Albanese. The last award that I have the pleasure of presenting tonight is the John Philip Sousa Award. And John Philip Sousa is a very famous name as the conductor of the Marine Band and Stars and Stripes Forever, and the man who started bands in America. His efforts to promote concert bands and their music made possible the ensembles our students perform in today. The John Philip Sousa Award is given nationally to the band member that has done the most for their school band program during their high school career. In our school, the greatest part of this award is that I don't select the person. They're selected by the 170 peers they have within our program. They are charged with choosing a student that they feel has done the most for our band program during their time here. So on behalf of the students of our band program, I take great pride in presenting for them the 2010 John Philip Sousa Award to Mariam Khan. And now I'd like to turn the mic over to Ms. Barbara Costanzo, our Theater Arts Advisor.
Good evening. The Margaret Urban Award for Fine and Performing Arts is given to students who have shown excellence in the theater arts capacity. Margaret Urban was the first director and creator, in fact, of the Wayne Hills Theater Workshop program when the school opened. It is my absolute honor to have taken control of this program from my father, who was here for 35 years, and this place has actually been my home since I was a wee baby. So the fact that I'm here working with these kids and able to present this award, I think is fantastic. This year was amazing for the Wayne Hills Theater Workshop program. We had 2 fantastic shows, the fall You Can't Take It With You and the spring musical Little Shop of Horrors. Both were absolutely outstanding. I knew my kids were talented, but they surpassed anything I ever thought they could ever produce. Both shows were a hit, and I look forward to doing it again next year. This award is broken down into 2 separate sections. The first is for a student who has shown an aptitude for the technical side of theater. While what you see on the stage is amazing in the sense of the kids that are performing, there's an entire crew of students behind the scenes, many of whom you never see, who spend hours and hours and hours here building scenery, painting scenery, hanging and focusing lights, and going over all kinds of ins and outs, props and costumes and hair and makeup, and those kids are hardly ever recognized for what they do. The student who is receiving the award for excellence in technical theater was here many nights with us until 10 or 11 o'clock at night trying to work out technical issues, was here Saturdays and Sundays, 8, 9 hours a day, helping us build the sets, never said no to anything we asked him to do, and is absolutely the reason the show looked as good as it did. It all hung on the fact that this student was the most probably one of the most dedicated technical theater kids we've ever had. The Margaret Urban Award for Theatrical Excellence in Technology goes to Lois Yuri. The other half of this award is for the performance factor of it. These kids rehearse for months and months and months, and we absolutely drill them into the ground with their lines and their music and their blocking, and we sit back in the auditorium the night of the shows and hope that they remember it all and laugh along with them when they make their jokes, cringe when they trip and fall on stage, and are proud of them when they stand back up and are able to finish the show without a hitch. The student who is receiving this award in the performance capacity tonight has been with the Wayne Hills Theater Workshop all 4 years of his high school career, and earned a very large role in this year's production through hard work and perseverance. When I first started directing the shows 3 years ago, I was told to look out for the student because he was talented. Great. I wasn't going to just let somebody walk into my show. So he auditioned and I cast him in a very small role, and he was not happy with me at all. And the next year, he got a larger role, and it wasn't the best, but he was fantastic. He was not happy with me, but it was fantastic. He did a marvelous job. It was absolutely perfect casting for him, and he blew the rest of us away, and many times while he was on stage not saying anything, stole the show. This year, he was our Seymour in our production of Little Shop of Horrors, and absolutely was the most fantastic Seymour I've ever seen. I've probably done that show 6 times. And I've never seen a better Seymour on any stage anywhere. This year's Margaret Urban Award for Theatrical Excellence on the artistic end goes to Tony Tilley. And now I'd like to present to you Mrs. Donna Del Moro for the Mask and Gavel Award.
Good evening. The next time you see me, I will be presenting the last award. So don't worry, breakfast will be served in the cafeteria. Okay. It's my pleasure to present Zach Charnett with the Mask and Gavel Award this year. Zach has been dependable, loyal, and successful at giving the morning announcements for the past 3 years and we wish him a bright future, which will hopefully call upon his vocal talents somehow. And now I'd like to turn the program over to Dr. DeFina. Is he in the house?
Good evening, everyone. The Science Award recognizes students who have not only excelled academically in science, but who also have demonstrated a genuine science interest and involvement outside of Wayne Hills. Every year that I give out this award, I commit myself to be, or try to be, brief and funny, and it never works out. So this year I said I'm going to go with quotes. And I really struggled to find a meaningful quote from a recognizable scientist, and all I could come up with was Albert Einstein, but I would need one of them to kind of explain it to me. So I'm going to go with Mark Twain. And Mark Twain basically said in a quote, there are two types of people: people who accomplish things and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. I think it's safe to say that everyone on stage here forms that first group. And two seniors have a record of science, academics, and involvement that even distinguish them further. But my favorite is an often quoted famous non-scientist, Yogi Berra. And Yogi Berra has said, you've got to be very careful if you don't know where you're going, because you may not get there. And there is no doubt in my mind, and I think in everyone's mind here, that these two outstanding students not only know where they're going, but they certainly will get there. The Science Award is presented to Isan Ismadia and Paul Hahn. And it's my pleasure to introduce my colleague and supervisor of the World Studies Department, Mr. Ben Greco.
Good evening. The World Language Awards are presented to those students who are recognized for their excellence in the study of French, Italian, Latin, and Spanish. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Greenberg to come up, and she will present the French Award to the deserving students.
Bonsoir. I am very proud to present the Senior Award for French to two outstanding students. I am honored to have been their teacher for 4 years. They are both members of La Société Honoraire de Français, and they both share a deep passion and enthusiasm for the French language and culture. Félicitations, congratulations first, to Alex Esarca. And félicitations à Brian Rancinon.
The recipients of the World Language Award in Italian are Jacqueline Gentile, Christopher Polikowski. We have 3 recipients of the World Language Award in Spanish, and they are Leitha Kell, Kyle Folbrick, and Elaine Markovic. And the last language that we have is Latin, and the recipient is Blair Christie. We also have an award for world languages for an outstanding achievement, and that is usually given to someone who takes more than one language, being multilingual, and the person to whom that award goes to this year is Blair Christie. I also have the pleasure of presenting the Social Studies Awards, and the Social Science Award goes to Miss Deanna Kluger. The Political Science Award, sponsored by the League of Women Voters, is presented to Amy Henson. At this time, I would like Ms. Stoffi to please come up, and she will present the Model United Nations Award.
Model United Nations' purpose is to bring students together to discuss and debate creative ways to solve global issues. Over the past 4 years, one student of this club has demonstrated leadership, organizing events and weekly discussions, intellect by tirelessly researching international affairs, and compassion, volunteering her time locally at Ava's Kitchen, as well as providing education to poverty-stricken children as far away as India. There is no doubt in my mind that with caring and motivating young women like Asta Chaturvedi, the world will truly be a better place for all around the globe. It is with great pleasure and gratitude that I present Asta Chaturvedi with the Model UN Award.
Our final award is presented in memory of Lenny Zakum. The recipient of this award will have his or her name engraved on a plaque in the Media Center. Lenny Zakum was a graduate of Wayne Hills High School. He passed away in 1999 from cancer. Throughout his life and career, he was a political activist fighting against hatred and believed in the power of the individual. According to Lenny, making change is a responsibility and a chore, but when it works, it's a work of art. This year's recipient is also a person who believes in the power of the individual in order to effect change. Her love of chocolate has driven her passion to raise awareness and money in order to foster changes in the child exploitation laws in Ghana, Africa. It is my pleasure to present the Leonard Zakum Memorial Civil Rights Award to Amrita Singh. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Keogh to come up and present the athletic award.
Good evening. First, congratulations to each of the award recipients tonight. It's certainly
one of the culmination activities of your Wayne Hills High School career. And on behalf of the counselors here at Wayne Hills, it has certainly been our privilege to work with you and see you begin your road to success at the college or university level. So congratulations to all of you. Mr. Ascalise, our athletic director, was unable to be here this evening, and he asked that I make the athletic awards. So he sends his congratulations, not only to the students here sitting on the stage, but to the parents and those who have supported athletics over these last 4 years. The athletic award is given by the Wayne Hills coaching staff and the administration to a student athlete who has given his or her commitment over a 4-year period to the athletic programs at Wayne Hills and earned recognition at the league, the county, and the state level. And this year's award recipients are Bridget Greenwald and Christopher Fonte. The New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association Awards are given to the male and the female student athletes who embody sportsmanship ideals, the athletic accomplishments, as well as having earned the scholastic achievement of being in the top 10% of their graduating class as promoted by this organization during their 4 years at Wayne Hills. And this year's award recipients are Isabel Kale and Maxwell Gold. I now have the privilege of welcoming Mrs. DeBlock and Mrs. Albanese, who will make the Patriots Club Award recipient acknowledgments.
Scholarships to 11 very deserving graduating seniors in the amount of $400 each. These recipients have been selected to be honored this evening to celebrate their athletic accomplishments throughout their 4 years here at Wayne Hills. The Patriots Club is very happy and pleased to be able to honor these student athletes and would like to congratulate them and all the seniors here tonight on their many accomplishments and best wishes to all in their future endeavors. The first recipient will be attending James Madison University, majoring in nursing, and she participated in field hockey, ski team, and lacrosse. This award goes to Erin Ryan. The next recipient will be attending Utica College, majoring in physical therapy, and she participated in basketball and lacrosse. And this person is Bridget Greenwald. The next recipient will be attending NJIT, majoring in engineering, and he played football and lacrosse. This recipient is James D. Delectus. The next recipient will be attending Castleton State College, majoring in athletic training, and she played field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse, and this is Shannon Burns. The next recipient will be attending Cornell University, majoring in biology and pre-medicine, and he participated in swimming, soccer, and track and field, and this is Stephen Albanese. The next recipient will be attending St. Joseph's University, majoring in physical therapy, and she played soccer and basketball, and this is Lauren Sullivan.
Our next recipient will be attending the University of Vermont, majoring in education. She participated in both field hockey and softball during her 4 years here at Wayne Hills, Stephanie Zigmund. Our next recipient will be attending Villanova University, majoring in psychology, and has participated in both field hockey and lacrosse, Brittany Galone. Our next recipient will be attending Rowan University, planning to major in law and justice, has played football and basketball, Matthew DeBlock. Our next recipient for tonight is planning on attending Boston University, will be majoring in accounting, has participated in baseball and cross country, Jordan Castle. Our final Patriots Club recipient this evening will be attending Lehigh University, majoring in accounting, has participated in both in football, basketball, and lacrosse, Tim Divers. Thank you, and congratulations to all the recipients.
To present our Senior Class Leadership Award, it is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Carla McLean and Mr. Lucas DiMatulis, Senior Class Advisors.
Good evening. This young lady exemplifies all the qualities of a great leader. During the course of the year, she took the initiative and went above and beyond to fulfill all responsibilities that the role of class president entailed. I am proud to present this year's Senior Leadership Award to the class president of 2010, Amy Henson.
To present our FBLA awards, it is my pleasure to introduce FBLA Advisor, Ms. Carla McLean. Oh.
Mrs. McLean could not be here this evening, so she asked me to present both the FBLA and the SDA awards. So I'm reading her information. I am very proud to know such fine young people. I feel privileged to have had the opportunity to work with people who will continue to take the world by storm. They are respectful, honorable, and intelligent. Guys and girl, I will miss our FBLA trips and the fun we had laughing and sharing stories. I know that you all will be nothing short of wonderful during and after your college careers. Did I say that I am proud to know you? I truly am. Congratulations to the following. Tanoy Mandel. Oshi Banerjee. I know I messed that up, right? Pronounce your last name. Banerjee. I did that 3 times. Congratulations. And Latha Kell. The Student Dance Association. It is our privilege to award the following young ladies the SDA Awards. Our first young lady is an officer. What made her stand out was that she joined a routine in addition to her officer position. Congratulations to Jacqueline Diamond. Okay. Our second young lady was captain for 2 years. This year, her cowgirl routine won Best in Show. She is a great dancer, a leader by example, and a wonderful person to work with. Congratulations to Serena Arna. The last 2 young ladies worked well together during SDA and other activities. The advisors appreciated their work ethic even when things were not going their way. Even the snow didn't get them down for long. They were always polite, encouraging, and enthusiastic toward their girls. Congratulations to overalls Brianna Franco and Alexa Shear. Thank you. And now we're going to introduce Ms. Sabarito and Mr. Turso for Student Council Leadership Awards.
Good evening. Mr. Thurso and I are very proud to have worked with an amazing group of students this year. They were both a pleasure to work with, and they made our job so much easier. This year's Student Council Leadership Award goes to our president, Sonny Rotstadt. And our scholarships go to Sonny Rotstadt, Robert Fight, Grace Yu, Nicole Lynn Graham, and Serena Arnook.
It's now our pleasure to introduce Dr. Beth O'Leary, National Honor Society and Mock Trial Advisor, to present their awards.
Good evening. Choices. Choices define who you are to others. The National Honor Society embraces students whose choices define them in 4 ways. These traits are the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. The 4 pillars are first, scholarship, then service, leadership, and character. All NHS members possess these traits to some degree or another. Reflecting back over the year, the induction of new members, the Thanksgiving food drive, the citrus sale, the January food drive, the wildly successful beefsteak tricky tray, raising over $4,000 for a school construction at an orphanage a continent away across the Atlantic in Ghana, Africa, and Kicks for Nick. It has been a great ride. One NHS member, just one, made it all flow together, day after day, month after month, with dignity and grace. The sum total of this NHS member's choices means that for his advisor, for his high school, and in no small measure, even for you, he has made our world a better place in ways you can't imagine. Stephen Albanese, Wayne High School, National Honor Society honors you for all your good choices and wishes you all the best in the years ahead. No doubt you will continue to make our world better. For this, we honor you. The New Jersey State Bar Foundation sponsors the high school mock trial competition. 2009-10 was the competition's 28th year, but the first year for Wayne Hills High School students. The mock trials competition statement of goals is listed on the Bar Foundation's website in the 76-page workbook of rules, and more rules that all participants must be able to cite from memory when called upon to do so, and then certify in writing to adhere to in order to compete. Proof that this first-year Wayne Hills High School team, to some measurable degree, embraced these goals. There, on the competition's opening webpage, in the Honor Roll of Champions, it reads, the following county champions competed in the regionals. And under Northern Regional teams, it reads Passaic, Wayne Hills High School. Preparation started September 15th. Competition started the first week in February. In between, students met every Tuesday and Thursday, busing down to Valley for 2 to 5 hours, usually with the hockey team's equipment. The teams scrimmaged. Hills prosecution versus Valley defense, and then the other way around. Hills and Valley scrimmaged for Quantick, and Hills went on against Hills and Valley against Valley. The team scrimmaged using the same 150-point scoring system as the state competition. Volunteer public sector attorneys from the New Jersey AG's office, like Shannon Ryan, and private practice attorneys like Bill Rocca, Larry Tossi, Mark Fetterweight, and Jackie O'Donnell, together with law enforcement officials, including Wayne's own Chief of Police, John Reardon, and Valley's SRO, George Barretto, each judged and shared their critique, making both teams, Valley and Hills, better and better, and then finally the best. Yes, Valley and Hills students, together every step of the way. As impressive as that all sounds, at least to me, and I'm still waiting to exhale, there was something more that made this first-year team county champions and then regional competitors. The key to success? Someone very skilled pulled this group of fierce competitors together. Someone unleashed the depth of their desire to have fun. There was much too much joy and laughter, and their desire to win. Attorneys and witnesses alike. I enjoyed the ride. How this team member did this must remain a team secret. There is much too much talk on Facebook already. Former reigning champions, DePaul Catholic High School, is trying to figure out how they were sent back to their school while Wayne Hills High School traveled to New Brunswick for the regionals. I say, let them wonder. But I know the difference. This member made all the difference. This first-year team won because Zach Charnett was there every step of the way. positive energy over both the Hills and the Valley teams in creative ways. He was fully engaged. He acted the part of Ryan Reynolds, a father whose 12-year-old son, Bailey, was kidnapped, allegedly by a coworker and family friend. Zach told the most tragic tale on direct and pushed back hard on cross. He managed the objections well, and he was credible and convincing. Zach, thank you. You deserve this honor.
To present the Leo Club Thomas Murray Memorial Scholarship and the Wayne Lions Club Award, the Carrie A. Arthur Memorial Scholarship, Mr. Al Raffini.
First, I'd like to talk a little bit about the members, Wayne Lions and graduate of Wayne Hills High School. First, Tom Murray, Gunnery Sergeant Tom Murray. If you watched Pacific like I did, you probably saw Tom Murray because he was in 3 campaigns, not 2, and he survived Iwo Jima and Guadalcanal. A great friend of mine, and he started the Leo Club. He said to me, Raffini, you're at Hills, right? You're starting a Leo Club. We now have a Leo Club in both Wayne Hills and Wayne Valley. And they're wonderful students. The other was a graduate of Wayne Hills, a dear friend of mine, graduate of Annapolis, flyer, lost his life in the area of Libya, defending America. So we've named these 2 scholarships, and we have 2 great people that I want to bring up, and these 2 scholarships are $1,000 apiece. And talk about community service, from cleaning up the beach at Asbury Park to holding the hand of blind children as they walked around Pershing Park in Jersey City so they could complete their fundraisers. They're wonderful, wonderful things that we have done, from having a holiday party at the Foundation for the Handicapped to going to Camp Marcella and opening up the only camp for blind children in New Jersey. Talk about community service. These 2 individuals are wonderful. And I know Dan even works with a special needs child. So these are our future leaders. They are so wonderful. They go beyond themselves to help others. And these 2 awards go to Elaine Markowick and Dan Gershevich. And talk about quotes. I leave you one of my favorite philosophers, and he should know, Satchel Paige, who said, life throws you a lot of curveballs. You got to keep fouling them off.
For our last award of the night, it's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Donna Del Moro, who will present the Patriot Press Award.
Okay, 2 quick pieces of good news. This is the last award, and if you rush, you can get home and see the New York City Housewives reunion on Bravo. Okay. This is the year that I can honestly say that I would have not gotten by without a little help from my friends, and the 2 recipients of this year's Patriot Press Awards are no exception. It was September of 2007, and I stammered through the first few names on my roster in honors English. But before I could butcher yet another name, a student smiled warmly from the back of the room and said, "It's Asta, just like pasta." Little did I know that Asta's smile, warmth, and intellect would come to my rescue many times after that, both in English class and via her journalistic endeavors for 3 years on the newspaper staff. With a last name somewhat easier to pronounce than Miss Chattervades, but a first one that continually challenged me to add an R or an S, or to refer to her by a completely different first name, Marissa Weisberger similarly captured my attention as a sophomore with her quiet style and cool facade. It has been a pleasure watching Marissa grow as an individual, a student, and a musician, but more importantly, it's been fun watching her relax after 4 intense years of devotion to all of the above. So, to my 2 Patriot Press friends, congratulations and good luck at GW and Pomona.
Well, that concludes our awards program for tonight. But before we go, I'd certainly like to thank some people. The first is the Scholarship and Honors Board for all the time they put in to make tonight possible, as well as the Guidance Department and all the staff and faculty that have put in so much time to make this a special night for our students. I'd also like to thank all of our scholarship providers. Obviously, without them, we wouldn't have tonight. Their generosity is much appreciated by everybody in this community. I'd also like to thank all of our guests for being here tonight as we celebrated the accomplishments of this very special group of young people. Reminder before we go that our 2010 commencement will be held on Patriot Field on June 22nd at 6 p.m. The graduation ceremony this year will be preceded by a special chamber choir and symphonic prelude starting at 5:45 p.m. We truly hope that you can join us for this next special event. At this time, it's my pleasure to invite everybody across the hall in the Commons for some light snacks. Thank you all, and congratulations to all of our recipients.